Okay, folks, let me get everything in play here so we can follow along. Welcome back to Armored Commander. And we had kind of a little bit of a snafu this morning. And we were playing our Hoffmann Russian campaign, and there was what I called a bug in it, and I was in a menu where I couldn't do anything with it. I was stuck. So ended up being the designer came on, and I sent him a message, and it was a matter of just pressing the space bar. So we're going to pick up where we left off earlier this morning, and we had to stop, and we had to go to Africa. So we're going back to Hoffmann in his Panzer III, driving on Moscow in July of 1941. We're going to load campaign, and it's Barbarossa to Moscow, and it is the 5th of July, 1941. And this is where we left off. And I was on this screen where I couldn't touch anything, and I think, if I remember correctly, what got me here is I was trying to find a way to get off the damn board because I just couldn't make any progress here. It's rain, muddy ground. I'm near a swamp. Just all kinds of I got a bad feeling about this, Sarge. Right? So, and actually, I found out what I needed to do in the other game. So, we in the Africa one, it's actually a menu on the driver. So the space bar gets us out of the situation here. And we've so right going back in here and trying to get acclimated. We've got a couple of targets here. We've got heavy fog, but there is some visibility because, but I'm left with only one vehicle. So that's really the utmost situation is. We're foggy. I've lost two Panzer threes throughout the day. It's 9:39 right now in the morning, and we just can't go on in another 11 hours or something like that with one vehicle and it being foggy. So we need to get the F out of here. Okay? So, yeah, we don't need to select a target or anything. We're going to end the phase. Unspotted unit is now alert. Okay, so here's where we go to commands. And the commander is going to... I'm going to have him direct movement. I'm also going to have him button up. Gunner's going to operate the gun. Loader is going to reload. The driver is going to go to this thing that is called withdraw. Attempt to withdraw from the battle, moving into an adjacent map hex on the campaign map. 55% chance. I don't know if having the commander direct movement is helpful to that. I guess I could switch it down to direct fire and then see if his withdraw... Yeah, he adds 15%. So his withdraw is a 40%, 15%. We're having direct movement. He's going to withdraw. Assistant driver. I guess pass ammo. I'm not going to take shots at these guys. So, attempt to withdraw from this battle. Yes. I successfully withdraw from the battle. And when it withdrew into an effing swamp, now, I swear it said heavy fog here earlier. Now it just says fog. So I'm going to try to step back into this zone here. Into E. And I'm going to do a recon. Estimated strength is 4. Anti-tank, light tank, and I'm one vehicle. I'm just wondering if the fog's going to lift. I'm returning to base. Yep. I'm forfeiting half of today's victory points. Yeah, but I'll live. Yeah, we killed a BT-2, motorcycle team, a T-26, and a 45 millimeter anti-tank gun. 18 points. Yeah, well, I had all the other tanks blown out from under me. Or the other tank platoon tanks were knocked out. Okay, well, we're going to continue. Probably didn't get any experience. Yeah, fighting in the fog, that's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. Okay, well, the good news is we'll be able to start this day pretty quick because we didn't add any points to any of the crew members, right? Um, okay, tab to the next day. Capturing Smolensk. I didn't want to retreat, but it's like there was three tanks. Now we have one. It's still foggy. Like, no, no, nope, 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 nope. Foggy and raining and bad ground. No. Okay, we've advanced. We're advanced eastward into Russia proper and are closing into a pincer attack around three Soviet armies near Smolensk. It's a battle. Oh, great. Your group has been posted to the front lines where there is heavy resistance. Break through the enemy defenses and destroy enemy units. Air support's only 50%. Artillery support is 60. Unit support is 70. Okay, two. That is the crew members, okay? Everything looks good. We're going to start the day. Load the ammunition. I'm fine with the way. Now I've got 6 extra APCRs. Boy, if the upper guys apparently do not know that I'm running a black market on APCRs. Um, let's add a few more APs. Now let's run. We got the ones in the ready rack. We'll run that, and then we will add HEs as needed. Okay. Accept and continue. The sun rises at 4 in the morning and will set at 20:34. Takes me 15 minutes to arrive. Okay, so in battle, I think the capture zones aren't worth very much. Yeah, these only have like a capture value of 1. So it's really the recon here and a recon here and hold this position here. This is going to be like a don't advance the map type of situation. Okay? Let's check the crews, make sure everybody's unbuttoned. It's funny, I played that British tank this morning, and I got used to seeing so many more crew expose options, where here it's only 3. And I don't think of the Panzer III as a bad tank, but it's only got 3 freaking hatches. And one of them is in the roof, and the other one is the 2 peekaboos in the turret. Of course, it's got some reasonable armor compared to that A9. That was a terrible, terrible armor. Okay, I think we're ready to go. So we're gonna come over here, do a peekaboo on a recon, and still doesn't get. If they don't push in here, I might have to rush back here and solve this. But I'm gonna come over here and try to recon this, zip up here through the hills and the village, recon that one, and then come back here and just defending. I'm not gonna push the board. I don't think I am, unless the battle line seems to be advancing, that we're advancing on it as well, and then I'll push on. I have a feeling that's not going to happen. I have a feeling it's going to kind of stay steady and go back and forth a little bit. I don't have a lot of experience doing battle scenarios, so we'll just have to see how that plays out. Okay, we're here in this zone. The British tank was interesting with a weaker armor. You had to bail out a few times. I got lucky. I got lucky they lived. And we'll go back to that one once Hoffmann dies. Sorry, it's going to happen, probably. Summer, scattered clouds. I just hope I have air support to drop on another KV. I was really lucky that I had a sixth sense I was working for that one. Okay, we're going to go to this side. We're going to go to Q, and we're going to do a recon on Q. Strength in zone 10, lovely. 2 infantry squads and a light tank. Well, that doesn't scare me. Let's go advancing fire. It's a light tank. I'm not going to call in any support. It looks like I'm going to really need to husband that today. So we're going to, we won't call in any support for that. All right, let's proceed. Your vehicle breaks down and it takes you 10 minutes or something like that. I have the messages on the slowest and it's too fast. It takes me longer to get here. Now, here's the bad situation. I have somebody right next to me and I'm all crew exposed. I am hull down to the front, which doesn't do any good because all the things are over on this side. Bastards! So I don't want to take rifle fire. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm buttoning everybody up. Okay? The commander is going to be on... It's probably infantry. So I'm going to leave him on spot. The gunner is going to be... I'm going to operate the gun just in case. Loader is going to reload. Driver is going to drive. And assistant driver is going to be operating the machine gun. You can change the messages to pause so that they wait for you to press a button to proceed. How to do that in my game. Okay, well that's... Okay, so we're going to go to... It says message pause extra long. Let me go down to it. Short, normal, long, very long, extra long. Must dismiss messages. Perfect. On. Okay. That's what we're going to do. Thank you. It's a group effort. All right. Panzer 321. Who's with us? Oh, I bet I can't do that. That's not fuck up on its screen. I don't think it's the screen. It's on the command phase. Well, I can just look here. We have a Panzer 3H and a Panzer 3F. Boy, they just can't get rid of those Panzer 3Fs. That's funny. They got like one of the oldest Panzer 3s and one of the newest ones. The H's have just come out. Okay, so command phase, we're done with everybody? Spotting phase. Yep, it's enemy rifleman right next to me. Tab to continue. Okay, we're going to pivot. We're going to pivot the hull. And hull down repositioning is 13%. Let me, sure, let me go ahead and do that. Oh, I can't. You can't hull down if you turned. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. We'll do that next turn. Right? No movement then. Shooting phase. Uh, let's go to the bow machine gun first. Not bad. I was expecting it to be much worse. No effect, but we got rate of fire. Give it to him again. Full effect. Okay. Now we will fire an HE round. Missed. Okay. Rifleman was spotted by an allied unit way back there. Okay. And a T-26, which is the modern one, this one with the fast turret, got a little bit better armor, spotted by an allied unit. 8 firepower on the rifleman. No effect. I was spotted by the rifleman. What I would think so. No, that's why we buttoned up. Okay. What I'm going to do is I want the commander. We're in the command phase now, right? So we want the commander to direct fire. We want the gunner to operate the gun. We want the loader to reload. We want the driver. We're not going to have him drive this time, okay? I'm not going to drive, so what can we have him do? Driving terrain, withdrawal, first aid, swap position, spot. No, I guess we'll leave him on drive. He can't pass ammo because I want the assistant driver to operate the machine gun. Okay, we're gonna have the assistant driver fire the bow machine gun at the infantry squad, and we're gonna fire the main armament at that T-26 that is we have a side shot on that looks like he's not moving. Correct. Let's try to get him while he's not moving. Okay, and that's gonna end the phase. We're not gonna move. Let's go to the gun. So we're gonna switch targets by pressing there. We're gonna switch. We do not want to fire HE. We want to fire regular AP. Fire at the target. 13% chance. Missed. I'm not surprised. At least on the initial shot. Okay, now we're going to go to the bow machine gun, and he's going to fire at the infantry squad. And he already fired at him before, so he's dialed in. So now we have a really decent chance of actually getting a result. But we rolled a really poor roll, 93.1. So no dice there. That's all we have. It's like the other tanks decided to fire at the tank too and didn't do anything to him. 20 firepower. That's probably curtains for him. Yep. T-26 moves. Great. He moves when we can't see him. All right. Well, this is the time where we're going to try to get that hold down position. Okay. So we can't see him, so we're going to have the commander direct movement. The gunner is going to, I'll leave him on operate gun. Loader's going to reload. Driver's going to drive. Assistant driver is going to be on. Let's do pass ammo on him. Okay. Pivot hull. We're going to pivot to the left. So that way we don't have to change the turret. All right, and that phase, and don't have a line of sight. I'm not going to rotate the turret over to where the infantry squad is. They're at long range. We've got plenty of time to get to them, I think. Okay, end the phase. Okay, it moves. Decides to move back. It didn't like over there where it got shot at by one of the tanks. So now we're going to direct fire. Operate gun, reload, drive, pass ammo. I'm going to try to get a hit on him, so I'm not going to try to dig in this turn. Or, find a hold down location. No movement. We have the target selected. We have AP. Let's let him have it. Woo! Only 0.5% chance. Well, because it's a newly acquired target. He was invisible last turn, I think. Nope. But I maintain rate of fire. So I go from 0.5% to 19%. And I missed, but I got rate of fire because Martinek is great on his hands. If you don't remember, so you maintain rate of fire. So we're going to fire again. So it went 0.5% to 19%. What's the third shot going to be? Should be higher, 34%. And we got a critical hit. He's probably toast. He's probably toast. That's good. That's excellent. Automatic. Yep. Riflemen no longer pinned. Yeah, well, they're just riflemen. So we're going to try to take them out at 2 hex range. All right. So the commander is going to go ahead and direct. Let's have him direct move to try to get into that second range as quick as we can. Direct movement. Gunner is going to operate the MG. He's going to fire the coax. Loader is just sitting on his hands. Driver's going to drive. Assistant driver is going to. We'll put operate machine gun if somehow he sneaks in and gets into close range. It's not going to happen in one turn, but it is what it is. Okay, we're going to pivot the hull back, and we're going to move forward. Okay, and we have the machine gun with a coax, and we're going to fire that. And wow, that's a pretty good chance. What are they, in the open? They're in the open. Okay, that's pretty nasty. Full effect. Okay. Other tanks, 10 firepower. Routed. Rifleman moves further away. Now what are they in? Fields? Broken ground. Okay, direct movement. Operate MG. Let's chase them down. End phase. Move forward. But now we don't have line of sight. See how it's blacked out? So we're done. The other tank obviously can shoot at him, and he moves farther away, the rifleman. But they can be seen, so we're not going to change anything. We're going to move forward, but not enough to move to a new hex. End the phase. Rifleman moves. Okay. I am going to not change anything. We're going to move forward. And I'm going to rotate the turret. And I'm going to fire the coax machine gun. Full effect. 13 firepower on them. Destroyed. Okay. That was just us moving into this hex. Enemy forces have captured a friendly held zone. So they actually captured the zone I came from. I believe I was here. So I need to do a recon. So I'm going to do A. And then we're going to do R. Strength in zone is 6. I don't need to take it. I completed the objective. Yep. Friendly forces captured an enemy held zone. Okay, they're punching this way. Infantry squad, support squad team. It's only worth 1 point if I capture it. I'd rather do the recon on this stuff over here. So, in order to save time, I think I'm going to go the way that the friendlies went, which is through here. So we're going to go E. We don't do anything because it's friendly held zone. Tab to continue. Oh, enemies pushing this way. Okay, and the friendlies captured this stuff. It's like they're punching this way and the Russians are punching this way. Let's go to Q. Let's do, let's not do a recon. Nah, let's do a recon. 7. I need to know if there's going to be heavy tanks. Medium tank. Okay, well, let's just treat a medium tank like a heavy tank. All right? In which case, we're going to do advancing fire. We're going to request air support. We're going to request artillery support. And we're going to request unit support. Okay? The whole everything. All right. And I know I probably shouldn't do that, but I need to go one more hex. So there may not be any defense here. I don't know. Two. We're going to unbutton everybody. Okay. Four is what I wanted to see. Okay. Stoidel. Stoidel in the Panzer 3F and Mueller. Moeller. Or is it Mahler? I don't know. The Panzer 3F. Okay. Here goes. Oh, what do I want? I want anti-armor as a support, definitely. In the hills. Fired 5 HE rounds. I encounter enemy resistance. Air support. We didn't get it. Artillery support. We didn't get it. Unit support. We got it. What did we get? Okay, we got one of those Russian 7.62 millimeter guns that are captured, which I shouldn't have yet. I got a guy right next to me, and I'm crew exposed. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna button everybody up. Okay. What am I in? I'm in open ground, and I'm hull down to the front. So that's excellent. So if this isn't a vehicle, we're in good shape. I'm gonna have the commander spot. Gunner is gonna be operate the gun. I just can't take the chance of having it on a machine gun, and I need to have it on a tank. Loader is gonna reload. Driver, we got to put him on drive. Assistant driver, we'll have him on pass ammo for now. Okay, here's see if we get a spot on him. It's a motorcycle MG team. Okay, well, unlike that A9, you got to have a motorcycle MG team is not going to do anything to me. Not in this tank. I mean, they might swing by and like throw Molotov cocktails at me like they're delivering pizzas or something, but papers, not pizzas. Here's your Sunday paper. People still get the paper delivered to their house? I'm sure there's one or two people. Okay. The commander, I got to deal with that threat immediately. But I don't want to rotate. I'm not sure if I rotate, I lose my hull down capability to the front. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to turn my turret sideways and coax them. So in that case, what I'm going to do is we're going to do some trickery here. Fuck! I pressed the wrong fucking button. I pressed the wrong button. As I used the arrow to try to go to that, and I wasn't on that. I was on the movement phase. So I just fucked myself out of being in hull down. Yep, I just fucked myself out of hull down. Gee frickin' whiz. You pay fucking attention. You take another one of those Percocets or whatever those people were taking. Oh man. You always do that, pressing the W or S key. Yeah, it's. I mean, I was just on the wrong menu, you know. Um, fuck. Well, I'm ready to fire. I guess I'll try to make the best out of it. Let's try to rotate the. I just lost my hold down position. If none of those are a tank or an anti-tank gun, I don't care. Okay. If it's just infantry or trucks or something, no big deal. Um. All right. We need to switch to the. We're going to have high explosive. And we're going to fire at the target. Yeah. Missed. It's a T-28, but it's facing away from me. Well, at least that anti-tank gun's in the right place. That anti-tank gun will make Swiss cheese out of that T-28. It's not deployed. Okay, and that is the. It's a French. I think that's a French half track. Well, that's what the F means. ZKW 37 U304. Little F. That's what it means. It's a captured French vehicle. I'm pretty sure that's their half track. Kind of a cool looking vehicle. I was spotted by a T-28. Lovely. It's like he's firing a bunch of machine guns at him. Unspotted unit moves. Resolving 2 firepower. Come on, stay solid. It pinned him. So they pinned our anti-tank gun. What's this guy in? Well, at least he's not friggin' hull down. Man, that sucks. All right. Can I use the arrows here? It's on the command phase. He's going to direct fire. He's going to operate the gun. He's going to reload. He's going to drive pass the ammo. Right. In the phase. We're not going to move. We are going to rotate the turret back. We got AP on the way. Fire. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. 19% chance, considering it's the first time I fired at him, and considering I had to rotate the turret. Here we go. I missed, but I maintained rate of fire. Now it's 29%. Missed and maintained rate of fire. And missed. So 3 misses. BT2. I'm not worried about a BT2 at this point. The half track moves closer. Oh, he's hiding behind our tanks or something. 7 firepower by somebody else on the motorcycle team. Routed. That's good. It's like he's engaging the anti-tank gun with machine gun fire. The T-28 is. Yep, they move farther away. Another 2 firepower. No effect. Alright. We're directing fire. Operate the gun, reload, drive past ammo, except we're not going to drive anywhere. Okay? That's good. Not going to move. Dialed in, ready to fire. So I just have the six rounds on the ready rack for the AP. Actually, I'm out of AP. I'm out of AP completely. I don't know that I want to use the special ammo at 2 hexes away, but I have fired. I should have a decent chance to hit him. Let's give him an APCR. 42% chance. I missed, but I got a rate of fire. Let him have another one. I missed, I got rate of fire. Let him have another one. And a hit. Whew, so 3 rounds of APCR, which doesn't make me feel bad because I have 2 more rounds sitting at base. You know? Let's see what it does. 97.2% chance of penetration. You know what? We don't have to worry about him anymore. Oh, and somebody else destroyed the BT2. All right. Things are looking good. Okay, the half track moves further away. No, he charges the motorcycle team. And the motorcycle team doesn't like it. All right, we got to give them chase because the longer we take to get rid of this guy, the more reinforcements can come on this map. All right, so we can't just be like, well, we'll just wait for them to slowly get off the board. Commander is going to go to direct movement. Gunner is going to operate the machine gun. Loader is just sitting on his hands, doing his nails. Driver's going to drive. Assistant driver is going to... Well, I guess doesn't really do anything. It's the whole direct movement and the movement thing that's important. All right, we're done with that. We're going to move forward. We're going to rotate the turret over, and we're going to fire the machine gun. Yeah, pretty good chance. No effect. That French half-track moves, okay. Moves further away. Jeez. Okay, command phase. None of that changes, except we're going to pivot the hull, and we're going to move forward. Okay. And we're going to rotate the turret back, even though he's out of range of the machine gun. Okay, end the phase. Motorcycle team moves, but not far enough. We're going to move forward. Not enough to move to the new hex. Again, can't do anything. End the phase. That half-track is a freaking mad driver, man. Those guys must owe him money or something. Got a captured French half-track that's chasing down a Russian motorcycle machine gun team that's leaving. Way to waste fuel, pal. Move forward. Not enough. Why am I able to target that hex? Can only fire smoke at friendly units, okay? I didn't know I had smoke. I had no smoke grenades. Okay, end phase. Half-track moves. Motorcycle team moves further away. And they're gone. Okay. Random event, campaign day. Additional unit support has been made available. So I was at 70, now I'm at 80. Nice. And friendly forces captured a few more areas, but not where I wanted to go. So one thing I need to do is we need to... I guess there's AP in the ready rack. Yeah, I guess that's fine. The only ammo for the AP is in the ready rack. So that's bins that are really close to get to. You just have a higher chance of getting a rate of fire with those. Hold on one second, folks. Okay. All right, so we need to go into these villages and do a recon. 5 strengthening zone. Armored car and a tank gun. Yeah, so we're going to recon this thing. And unless These guys put a hole all the way to the end. I'm not moving here. I'm going to come back and just hang out back here and defend this zone the rest of the day. Because I don't want to be like cut off and like that's what I have to maintain control. Oh, I have to maintain control of this until 9:15. Okay, because the desert one I had to hold it all day long. Okay, till 9:15, and it's 7:40. All right, that sounds good. That sounds good. So let's go to let's do advancing fire. Let's call all the bells and whistles. Oh yeah, that's what we want. Fired one HE round, no enemy resistance. That works. Okay, it's 8:25. What was the magic time? 9:15. We're gonna go A. We're gonna do a recon, and that gets us to 4 points. And it's 8:35. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to double back or anything. I'm not interested in capturing this. Um, Although I thought I was just going to go back here or wait, but it looks like it's got a support weapon team. Well, let's going to trust the German intelligence this time. Let's just use advancing fire. Encounter enemy resistance. Well, I never unbuttoned. That's probably a good thing, honestly. I'll go ahead and oh, he doesn't have a hatch. See, I'm used to the damn the damn British tank. Okay, well, the driver is going to drive. The loader is going to reload. The gunner is going to operate the gun. The commander is going to spot, and I will unbutton him. And and the assistant driver. I mean, if he spots, he can only see one section in front of him, so he might as well be on pass the ammo. Okay, that's what we're doing. SMG squad. Okay, they probably can't attack me at 2 hex range. Shouldn't be able to. This is 120 meters. No, yes, 120 to 480. You shouldn't be able to attack me. Yeah, 480 meters is the closest those guys can get. So we're going to pivot the hull. All right. And yeah, let's give them an HE. Missed. I was spotted by the SMG squad. Okay. Moves, but not far enough to enter a new hex. I wonder what he was moving towards us or not. Now we're going to go to the commander. Shut your damn hatch. And direct fire. And we're going to have operate the machine gun. And there as well. Even though he's not going to do anything, but he's right next to him until they're 1 hex away. Not going to rotate anything. We're going to fire the coax machine gun, and damn good chance of doing something to him. Full effect. Yep, somebody else got full effect on him too. That's 10 firepower. Pinned. Okay? Doing exactly the same thing. Full effect, maintain rate of fire. Give him again. Okay? So I got 10 firepower from me. And they must have gotten 5, so it's 15 firepower on the pinned unit destroyed. Okay, I completed objective by holding that one. It's 9:16. I held it till 9:10. Man, flu season on the Russian front. Okay, the friendly units captured zones. So now at this point, I'm going to try to advance the board. So we're going to go E. Going to do a recon on E. Strength zone of 8. Anti-tank self-propelled AA gun. Well, the only self-propelled AA gun the Russians have is those trucks with the medium machine guns on them. So we're going to do advancing fire, obviously. I like staying buttoned up. I like that. Let somebody else spot the guys. And let's not use anybody else's support. We may need it for the village. 2 HE rounds expended. I encounter enemy resistance. Okay. I've been ambushed. They get the attack first. At least they can't drop artillery on my head, and Hoffmann get blown to bits. Okay, well they didn't do anything. Okay, he will very slowly peek his head out, and he'll be on spot. Gunner, operate the gun. Loader, reload. Driver, drive. Assistant driver, pass the ammo. Okay, a T-20 Cosmolet's track. It's a tiny little tank. It might have a gun on it or whatever. T-20 Cosmolet's. Normally that's like a little prime mover. Almost like a Lloyd carrier or something like that. Okay? That's all we spotted, huh? I'm not hull down or anything, am I? Nope. Okay, we're going to pivot the hull. Hull down attention is 12%. Let's go try to go hull down. I move into a hull down position. Okay. I'm sitting pretty. What's this target? The Cosmolet's tractor? Cosmolet's. Oh, I didn't know that. Cosmolet's is communist youth. You got any? Hey, what's up, Big Mac? Big Mac, you got any Cosmolet's up there causing trouble in Michigan? An armored artillery tractor developed in the mid-1930s alongside amphibious. Oh, there's a correction. It's not amphibious. Amphibious tankettes. While it was only designed to tow light anti-tank guns and short 76 millimeter guns, its use had dramatically improved the response time. Nearly 8,000 were produced. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Were produced between 1937 and late 41 when its production lines were devoted to what would become the T-60. Interesting. We're not going to fire HE. We're going to fire AP. No more ammo in this location, so I can't fire off the ready rack. All right, well, I'm not going to fire APCR at it, okay? So we need to adjust the ready rack with the loader next time. Fire at the target. Missed, okay? And the T-20 Cosmolet says, the hell, we're leaving this place. Okay. Now what we're going to do on the loader is we're going to manage the ready rack. Move ammo to and from the ready rack. Okay. No. Something's highlighted, which is throwing me off. Okay, we'll leave manage ready rack. Operate gun. Still on spot. Drive pass ammo. Got it. I've been spotted by a 45 millimeter anti-tank gun. Okay, this is the part where, okay, I didn't think I got to do it on that other page. So we're going to go down to AP and we're going to remove add round. So we're going to add, we're going to have the AP not in the ready rack. And in the ready rack, we'll just leave it empty. I don't want to accidentally fire APCR at the wrong thing. We're good. We got guys that like to pass ammos to us. We're okay for now. Okay. We're going to end the phase. Movement phase. What did we say this was? Anti-tank gun. Okay, we're not going to move. We'll hold down. We're going to move to high explosive. And we're going to fire at that target. And we got a partial hit. And maintain rate of fire. Oh, and I kicked up dust around me. That's fine. And we got another partial hit. And we got to fire again. Another partial hit. Kicking up more dust. See how much firepower we're going to put on that AT gun. Man, 9 firepower. Reduced. Okay, some of the dust settled. Now the commander, we're going to button his ass up. And we'll have him direct fire. Done. Oh, I had the loader still on managed ready rack. Fuck me. No movement. Fire. Got a partial hit. Five firepower on him. No effect. Okay. Order phase, right? Command phase. Reload. Now end the phase. No movement. We're going to fire. HE on the way. 51. We rolled a 51.7, so we got a partial hit. Maintain rate of fire. Let him have another. We got a hit and maintain rate of fire. Let him have another. Got a partial hit and a maintain rate of fire. Give him another. Got a partial hit. Well, we got some firepower on him. And the other tanks are going to 11 firepower. That's more than it's been forever on any of them. No effect. Okay. We got lots of ammo and we're keeping their head down. No changes for this phase. No movement. Fire again. I missed, but I got rate of fire. Fire again. Missed, maintain rate of fire. Fire again. Partial hit, made a rate of fire. Fire again. Partial hit, got rate of fire. Fire again. Man, it's like I got that 2-pounder. I don't know that we put any hits on him, but we sure expended a lot of rounds. 5 firepower, no effect. Dust around you has completely settled. I don't know what else we can do other than let's go crew exposed and see if that increases my chance. No, no model building. I'm too tired. I'm too tired for the model building tonight. That's the only thing we're going to change. It's a BT2. Okay. That 45 millimeter is more powerful than what's on the BT2. BT2 normally has an old 37 millimeter gun. No movement. Want to fire HE at the anti-tank gun? Let him have it. Got a hit. How does a 5.9 not critical? Because critical's 3.0. Okay, fire again. Let's roll low. Partial hit. So I got a hit and a partial hit. Seven firepower. No effect. BT7 moves. Not going to worry about him yet. I'm still hull down. We need to get rid of that bastard. I'm going to button the commander back up. We'll fire at the target. Fire again. Fire again. Full firepower. The chances aren't bad. I just rolled really high. 44% chance of destroying something? That's pretty good odds. I was just rolling too high. BT7 moves but not far enough to enter an U hex. Okay? And now he's not visible. I'm not going to move from here. I'm going to direct fire, operate gun, reload, drive past ammo. Next phase, I guess he didn't move at all. Well, somebody else can see him there. B-22 was destroyed by the 3H. Victory! Okay. Enemy forces have captured multiple zones. Friendly forces have captured multiple zones. Okay, now we're going to try to advance the board. We're going to do a recon. Zone strength is 5. What kind of stuff is it? Armored train car, infantry squad, tank destroyer. Soviets don't have a tank destroyer at this time. But all that sounds horrible. So, we're going to go D. Just going to move the D. We'll try to advance the other way. Friendly held zone. Okay, and now we'll see what's in the E direction. We'll do a recon there. Strength zone of 6. What kind of units? Light tank. Yep. We're going to do advancing fire. We're going to do unit support just to be safe. I got everybody buttoned up. Let's go ahead and unbutton everybody. And we're going to proceed. Yeah, anti-armor. Always anti-armor. This tank, anyways. 2 rounds of HE. I encounter enemy resistance. I got support, Panzerjäger 1, and a 37 millimeter anti-tank gun. Okay? And they're off the distance. They're off to over here. So we'll leave commander on spot. Gunner is going to fire the gun. Loader is going to reload. Driver is going to drive. and the assistant driver will pass the ammunition. Okay, I'm in open ground. I'm not held down. I'm not throwing away a free hull down. Fortunately, I don't like to do that. That's what we're going to do. Spotting phase, a BA-10. A BA-10 is a Russian armored car that has a 45 millimeter gun on a turret. Basically, has a turret from like a T-26 tank on it. Tab to continue. All right, we're going to pivot the hull. That's all we're going to do. We're going to fire not high explosive. We're going to fire. Why did the APCR not go to the? Not. I moved it last time. Why did it move back? Why is the AP not there? Well, I'm going to fire a high explosive round at him because I don't have a chance of hitting him this very good. That'll at least get me spotted on him. Yeah, it's pretty low. It's pretty low. Missed. It's fine. We didn't waste a big one. Um, oh, that's where I toggle real ready rack use. Well, should I know that? Well, learn something new. I don't have to move it over. Stupid. Okay? Base. Panzerjäger moves. I was spotted by the BA-10, and he fired at me, that bastard. All right. I'm going to stay crew exposed. If I get any kind of improvements on it, I want to hit. I definitely want to capitalize on that, considering he's already engaging me. Direct fire, operate gun, reload, drive, pass ammo. Got it. Okay? Not moving. We're going to move. We have a 75% chance of getting ready to fire. Fire. Hit. Didn't get ready to fire, but I hit him. It should be able to toast him. It's an 83.3 and a roll of 94.7. Come on, somebody else take him out. Good. The 3F does have the 37 millimeter gun. Looks like it. Okay. No enemy units remain in this area. Enemy units are captured. I should advance the board at this point. Enter new map. Okay, and we have some objectives here. Good, that worked out. We have one right here, a recon. We have a rescue here. We have a capture. And we have a recon here. And way back here that we're not going to get to is going to be a capture. All right, I got to take a potty break. I'll be right back in a moment. Okay. Sorry, I guess I could have worn a diaper, but then I'd have to force you guys to watch me change it. Not going there. Okay. All right, so we're in this zone here. So we're going to try to punch in through. I'm not super interested in doing this recon. This is kind of backtracking. We'll just see how things go. I'd rather come up here and do this rescue. And because that kind of sets us up to do the capture here as well. So I think we can do this. Is this a recon as well? Heck, I could even go here, do the recon, and turn around and punch that way. That's probably going to be all we're going to have time for. All right, how is my ammo situation? It's okay. We're not going to resupply just yet. Okay, everybody's crew exposed. We're going to go 3. We're going to go E, and we're going to do a recon. What happened? We're going to go E, and we're going to do a recon. Strength in zones of 5, and an aircraft gun. Well, that could be devastating. Advancing fire. Um, Call in air support. Hey, I think we got an aircraft gun down here. Right, bring some planes to come over and get shot at. Artillery support. Unit support. Let's go. Yep. 4 HE rounds and counter enemy resistance. Resolving artillery request. Success. Incoming. No targets spotted during the attack. Unit support. Got it. What did we get? We got an 88 and an anti-tank rifle team. Boy, that's the alpha and the omega right there. Is the 88 on our side? It's on the left side of the units? Yeah, they are. Okay. Hoffman's going to spot. I'm hull down to the front. Okay. Uh, Gunner is going to... let's close his hatch. Let's close that hatch. Gunner is going to operate the gun. Loader is going to reload. Driver is going to drive. Assistant driver is going to pass ammo. And let's see if we spot anything. We're not going to spot the one that's in the black box, but the other one possibly. An enemy horse limber. Well, we're not going to shoot at that. So it looks like it's a gun being towed by something. Is it still towing something? It's pinned. Maybe from the artillery fire? Oh no, what we're going to do then is we're going to, let's see, do we want to pivot? Let's not pivot. Let's rotate the turret so it's ready to go. He can't see me anyways, so see that horse limber? We're going to fire an HE round at it. That's not going to do anything. Missed. Okay. It is a 7.62 OBR double lot O2P. I suspect that's a really old infantry, maybe even a World War I type gun. The Flak 88 is deployed, and the AT rifle is deployed. And the half track with the 88, let me guess, is going to charge him. I was spotted by the horse limber. Oh no, they might want to kick me or something. Okay, and they deployed the gun, which wasn't deployed before. I don't care about the limber, honestly. I don't care about it at all. I'm just going to lay low. Well, what are the odds? Oh, yeah, I guess I don't care about it, but I'll just hose them. Yep. 6 firepower. 24 fire, 24 firepower on the horse limber. Oh, I guess we're gonna have some dog food tonight. Destroyed. Yep. So this gun, let's see, what is it? This gun dates to the beginning of the century. Yeah, that's what I said. By the outbreak of the war in 39, it has been relegated to limited use. Well, I bet it's really useful for them right now, because otherwise they wouldn't have it there. I'm gonna hope the 88 has a line of sight to it. He could just nail it. So these other two tanks that are in the platoon, they're on their own. Command phase is going to be direct fire. Whenever, well, it's not going to move. It's basically not going to move. Damn. And I'm already hauled down. So I bet if I reposition, that'll screw everything up. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and direct fire, operate the gun, reload, and let's button up. Let's not have something terrible happen. I'm going to try to reposition in the hex. I'm going to try to reposition in, say, broken ground, so I have a decent chance of doing it. I move into broken ground, okay? You move to a location, new location within the same hex, and we have line of sight to that gun, okay? Which we will fire high explosive at. Missed. German half-track on the move. What is he doing? The 7.62 millimeter is trying to dig in. Okay, well, we're going to fire at him again. At least he's not in a wooden building. I mean, well, yeah, he is in a wood building. At least he's not in a stone building. That's what I meant to say. It's now dug in. Okay. Another HE round at him. Missed. And the gun destroyed the Panzer IIIFs. Panzer IIIFs have a natural ability of going up in flames. The loss of the squad mate is shaken. Some of the dust around you is settled. Damn. Well, the 88 is just sitting dormant. I just gotta stand my ground. I don't want to like dig in and like lose the chance of the gun like hitting him. We need to hit him with some HE. I mean, that's not bad odds. Hit. Rate of fire. Fire again. Hit. Okay. Couple partial hits. Come on, other tank. 6 firepower. Pinned. Dust around you settled. Fire. 26.8. Got it. And got rate of fire. And maintain rate of fire. And maintain rate of fire with another hit. And maintain rate of fire. We're just going through ammo like it's coming from trees. Yep. 6 firepower on him. No effect. Still pinned, huh? Well, let him have it. that German half-track doing? 6 firepower on him. Destroyed. Okay. Whew. Man. Alright, let's look at the ammo situation. It's terrible. So we're going to request a resupply. Yeah. They might attack me while I'm doing it. 10 minutes later. Okay, we need to roll. We need to add some AP. Just standard AP. Standard fair AP. 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to go up to high explosive. Okay. Accept and continue. Enemy forces have attacked my zone. Yeah, well, I got my ammo now, pal. Okay, we're gonna unbutton the commander. Tell me I'm not hull down to the front. Good, good. Yeah, if you're hull down in the if you start in a hex, hull down, and it's not useful, then you basically have to reposition yourself in the hex or move to another hex before you're able um, to go hull down again in the same zone. So it actually kind of screws you up. Like here, I can just try to go hull down where I'm at. Okay, so um, we're going to spot. Gunner is going to operate the gun. Loader is going to reload. Driver is going to drive. Assistant driver is going to pass ammo. Okay. We spotted a Cometern tractor, which is a fully tracked, a little bit bigger than the Cosmolets. Actually, quite a bit bigger. They normally use to tow artillery pieces, like 122s, 152s. So I hope that doesn't bode that it's one of those things. Well, we don't spot whatever the hell it is. So we're going to pivot the hull. And we're going to attempt hull down, which is a 7.5 chance. And I move into a hull down position. Okay. Now, I can't shoot at both targets, can I? Well, right now I'm aiming at the Cometern. I don't give a shit about the Cometern. The other one I'm going to guess is some kind of artillery piece. So even though I'm shooting blind, I want to select the target. Okay, it's the question mark. And we're going to let him have it. Okay, that was it for that phase. All right, well, what we're going to change is we're going to let the commander, we're going to button his ass up. Yeah, I was lucky. Now, sometimes you got to have luck. Sometimes luck's not a bad thing. I mean, in most games that involve dice, I consider, it's all bullshit. It's all what you remember. I'm not afraid of rolling dice. It's like an opportunity for greatness. Direct fire. Operate the gun, reload, drive. Okay, good to go. We didn't spot that gun, which I probably should have left the commander unbuttoned, but I didn't. I didn't want the gun to shoot at me, be 152, and he get decapitated or worse. What's worse than being decapitated? More people being decapitated. What's worse than being decapitated is holding on by a thread. Okay. We're not going to move. We're going to fire blind. Yep. I got a hit on whatever it is. Okay, one of the Panzer III took out the Comintern tractor. I don't care about it. I got 3 firepower on a rando unit. I'm gonna say it's a 122. Destroyed. Well, we won't find out until the end of the day what it was. Killed the rando. Okay, and that was a counterattack. So, yeah. So we're gonna go to 3, And then we're going to make sure, let's have everybody unbuttoned. Go to 3. Go to E now. And we're going to do a recon on E. 5 units in the zone. Anti-tank support weapon team. All right, we're going to hit advancing fire. Support numbers are really low. We're just going to move forward. Oh, it's only 2 of us. Yeah, I guess it's only 2 of us. 7 HE rounds. I encounter enemy resistance. 1 on one side and 1 on the other. Okay, gunner is going to operate the gun. Loader is going to, well, loader is going to reload. The driver is going to drive. The assistant driver is going to pass ammo. And the commander, hopefully, he's not going to be able to spot whatever the hell is down here in the black box. He's going to be able to hopefully spot this. Light mortar team. Well, now I wish I wasn't crew exposed. Okay, well, we need to start pitting that little mortar team down. So we're going to pivot the hull, pivot the hull, pivot the hull. End the phase. Rotate the turret. No, it's already in the right place. Let him have a HE. Higher than I would have thought. No. Rolled a lot higher than I would have thought. I was spotted by a light mortar team. It's now deployed. Okay? Let's button everybody's ass up. Okay? The commander is going to direct fire. Operate the machine gun. Loader, driver, pass ammo. Might as well put them on the machine gun as well. If for some fluke thing. I mean, I'm not going to get the fire, but I don't want them on reload. So I'll end up forgetting and leaving them there. Okay, so we're going to end the phase. Not moving. I'm going to fire the coax. No effect. 3 firepower on them. No effect. Oh, whatever this was has a cannon, and it fired at the other tank. Because it's blocked to me, so it's not at me. Okay, well, if that's the case, then we're going to need to do something for the team. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for the team. So, we're going to end the command phase. We're going to pivot the hull, pivot the hull, pivot the hull. So we're going to have our hulls facing whatever's coming from there. And oh, but I'm not hull down to that, am I? And I'll attempt to go hull down. I was unable to go to a hull down position. Okay. And I'm going to rotate the turret over, and I'm going to fire at him there. So my turret is facing towards the top, and the turret is facing, and the hull is facing towards the top, and the turret is facing at 4 o'clock. Let's let him have it. No effect. It's a 45 millimeter anti-tank gun, spotted by the other tank. Okay? Nothing changes. Coax machine gun over there, full fire effect, and got ready to fire. Let him have it again. Critical, and got ready to fire. Let him have it again. Full effect, and maintain rate of fire. Let him have it again. Full effect. That's a lot. That's a lot just from me. Okay, 30. Yeah, they're hosed. Yep. Okay, that tank keeps freaking that gun keeps firing. So what I'm going to do is, what can I do? He's firing at the other guy. Let's direct movement. What is he in? Open ground. Okay, we're going to direct movement. We're going to operate the machine gun because I have a better chance of doing something to him than the cannon. Driver's going to drive. He's going to operate the machine gun. That's going to make any difference. And we will move forward. I didn't move far enough to a hex, and I don't have a line of sight to him either. I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to rotate the turret over, and we're going to end the phase. I am now unspotted. Yeah, because the one guy's got broken line of sight. Okay. Direct movement. Yeah, we're doing everything forward. Same thing. Onward. Okay. Now we'll fire the machine gun, which has just a slightly better chance of doing something. It has a better chance of getting a rate of fire. Okay, it fired. Now, what am I in? Broken ground. And it's an open. I'm going to direct fire. I think the machine gun, I feel like it has a better chance of getting a critical. So we're going to fire the coax machine gun. Let's move forward. Coax machine gun at point blank range. Let him have it. No effect. Bow machine gun. Fire. No effect. The other tank. I'm spotted by it. Well, no shit. It attacks me and misses. Whoa! Whoa! All right. Commander, direct fire. Gunner. We're going to open the hatch. We're going to have him fire small arms. So he's going to open the side doors, take out his MP40 and go, you know. How does that go again? Exactly. Okay. Driver is going to, can he do small arms? No. How about the assistant driver's already doing the machine gun? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. The commander is going to go ahead and unbutton. That might improve my chances of hitting. We need to do something to that. Okay? End the phase. Not going to do any movement. I would do an overrun, but he gets a shot at me first. Not going to do that. Okay? End the phase. The loader fires at nearby targets with their pistol. Well, I didn't know they had a pistol. I thought he had an MP40. I guess I can't control that. No effect. Okay, well, we got more going than that. Here's the coax. That's pretty good numbers. 34, maintain rate of fire. Let him have it again. 19.9, got him. Full effect and got rate of fire. Just pile it on and got partial from that one too. Okay, and then we still got the bow machine gun. Let him have it. No effect. That's everything, right? Now the other tank. 18 firepower on him. Hopefully we get something. Destroyed. There we go. You encounter some units that have been separated from their group, and they join your squad for the rest of the day. Hot fucking damn! Woohoo! What the hell are they? Friendly forces have captured an enemy. Kampfgruppe Hoffmann. It's probably like an infantry squad. I don't care what it is. Bring it. Can I go to 4 and see what it is? Yep, I gained another 3H. Because remember, I ended up losing a 3F. So I lost a 3F and I gained a 3H. Okay, what is this? A rescue? How much time's left? Enough. Let's make sure we get into the rescue. We're going to go Q. We're going to do a recon. Nine guys. 2 infantry squads. We're going to do advancing fire. Man, these unit supports are really low. Let's go. 4 HE rounds. Enemy resistance. Okay, who's being rescued? A Panzerjäger 1 is pinned down nearby. Okay, I'm crew exposed and I got some bastard next to me. Everybody button up. Okay, it's supposed to be infantry squads. So Hoffmann is going to be on spot. Gunner is going to be on the coax machine gun. Loader is going to be... I guess I'll have him spot even though he doesn't see anybody to his front. I'll just leave him on reload so I don't forget to do it next time. Driver's on drive. Assistant machine gunner will be on operate MG because I plan on rotating the front of my hull towards them. Enemy rifleman. Okay, we're going to pivot the hull. Pivot! And that's it, right? And the phase. We're going to 5 firepower from the coax machine gun. No effect, but I got rate of fire. No effect. And the bow machine gun. Full effect on it. So I got 3 firepower at him. And there's infantry in the other one that got spotted. Zippity-doo-dah. 3 firepower was the only one that did anything to him, and they destroyed him. Okay, well, now we're going to do, now we're going to go ahead and do direct fire. Operate MG, reload, drive, operate MG. Yeah, everything looks good. We're going to pivot, and we're going to move forward. And that eliminates them from seeing me. Not that that makes a huge difference. So we're done with that phase. And the next phase, we're going to direct fire, operate machine gun, reload, drive. Okay, we're going to move forward. That's good. We're going to move forward again. Rifleman moves. Okay, he's still 3 hexes away. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Same thing. We're going to... I'll be back. I'm always afraid I'm going to miss something with this game. Well, at least you can go back and watch it. I mean, it's not the same, but... We need to hurry before somebody shows up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this from direct fire to direct movement. I wish I could move and pivot, but you can't. You gotta pivot first, then move. So we're gonna move forward. Okay, he's not line of sight. It's interesting how this is. It shows it as black. It's just, I guess, because of whatever graphic is on here. It's in the fields. No line of sight in the fields. No tanks are shooting at him. 10 firepower. Reduce them. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and direct fire, operate machine gun. Yep. Not moving. Oh, I needed to reposition in the hex. My mistake. 10 firepower. No effect. Okay. And with the command phase, we're going to reposition within the hex. I don't care what terrain I'm in, so I want to maximize the chance of actually doing a successful repositioning. So that's why we're going to pick the one that gives me 97% chance. And I'm in a tank. You know, if I was like fighting other vehicles, maybe I'd want to be like and move into a town or brush or woods or somewhere you'd be able to have an increased chance of going hull down if you needed to against another vehicle. It's just infantry. I just want to be successfully move to another area within the hex so that possibly has a line of sight to where they're at. Okay, we're going to proceed. I successfully moved to the fields, and I have line of sight, which means we will fire the coax machine gun. No effect. All right, and the bow does not work that way, so rifleman's no longer pinned. A friendly Panzerspähwagen P204 arrives and joins the battle. Okay, so for those of you guys who do not know, a Panzerspähwagen P204 is, well, I could look it up, should be able to, is the armored car, is a French armored car that it's a Panhard 178. I believe that's what it is. And they're actually pretty decent vehicles. Let's see, this guy right here, that's this guy right here. Yep. Panzerspähwagen P204 was the German designation for redeployed, captured French Panhard P178 armored cars, also known as the AMD 35. I didn't know that. I didn't know there were AMD 35s. Okay, well, there you go. That's the quiz. Um, I gotta put all this tech jargon to some use. Direct fire, operate MG, reload. Yeah, nothing really changes. You know, not going to do forward movement. I'd like to have my bow machine gunner, but in order to do that, I basically have to go to one hex range, and then the next turn. That's 2 turns being next to enemy riflemen at point blank range. I don't want to get Molotoved, so no. You know, if they move on their turn to one of the 2 adjacent hexes, either this hex or this one, then I will gladly, well, this one I won't have to, but if they move here, I will gladly rotate my hull that way. But it's because I can't, you can't move and rotate. You can't move and pivot. You have to pivot first and then move. So I'm not spending 2 turns, 2 action phases next to them. Okay, direct fire operate MG reload. Right, no movement phase. We're going to, the target is already selected. Let him have it. Partial effect. Well, that's kind of lame. And the armored car moves closer. Good. Go and take him under fire. Got 12 firepower on him. Destroyed. Okay. I completed an objective. So is the Panzerjäger one that needed to be saved, and she's saved. All right. We've got about 3 hours. 3 hours and, I'm sorry, 5 hours and 4 minutes left. I think we can capture that or recon. Let's do the capture first, okay? Recon on that. Strength in zone is 10. Medium tank, self-propelled AA gun, and a tank gun. And it's like blocking the only access from the south or this direction to get to that hex that needs to be captured. Well, first of all, we're going to go ahead and unbutton. Minimize our chances of being surprised. Okay? Then we're going to call in artillery. We're going to call in advancing fire, air support. You got back just in time. You did. Hopefully, you wasted your time getting back, and there's nobody there. We had that happen. It wasn't a 9, but it was a 10. Nobody was there. B N, and there was an 8 that was like an armored. There's just a staff car. Yuri, you turned the wrong way. I told you to take the other left. Okay. Uh, tab, proceed. Yep, anti-armor. I encounter enemy resistance. Oh boy. Air support. No air support. How about artillery? I got artillery. Inbound. Firing spotting rounds. Okay, that's a Gaz AAA. No problem. 45 millimeter anti-tank gun. And a T-28, which is the heavy armored version. And it's 75 millimeter infantry guns. Which I didn't really think that infantry guns fired indirectly. But it's not that they can't, it's just that, you gotta have radios and shit like that. Okay. 42% chance of destroying that, and he didn't. Yeah, we want to destroy that 45. Reduced. Combined operations, give me, 4.7. Oh, an anti-tank rifle team. Zippity-doo-dah. What is this thing in brush? Okay, I'm not worried about this guy at all. I'd be worried about the 45 millimeter, but it's pinned. And he's facing the wrong way. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to stay crew exposed. I know, it's freaking crazy. We're going to stay crew exposed, and we're going to direct movement. We're going to take the gunner, we're going to have him operate the gun. The loader is going to reload. The driver is going to drive like the freaking wind, and the assistant driver is going to pass ammo. What we're going to do is we're going to do a 180, and we're going to charge the T-28, try to get into 2x range before we get into a duel with him. Okay? 45 is reduced, not pinned. Yeah, well, here it says it's pinned. So, either way, that's something I'd still do. I don't want this guy shooting at my butt. I thought the other day I could okay, well, I'll just take this and I'll advance this way, and it'll end up pushing him off the map. But that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. And we're going to come over here, and we're going to button him up, and we're going to button him up. I'd still do the same thing, though, if it was reduced. I guess reduced means missing some crew members, The turn that the AT gun does a 180 to face me, he ain't going to be able to hit shit. Okay? He's not going to be able to hit shit that turn. So I need to capitalize on that. Okay, I think we're good. Let's not fuck this up. Don't fuck it up. All right, we're going to pivot the hull. I got a 0.7% chance of bogging. Don't fuck it up. Okay, now move forward. I move forward, but not enough to get a new hex. I know he's going to see me anyways. What are my chances of hitting? Piss poor. Let's do it. Because it sets me up so next time, if the situation is right, I can just fire at him from here. I'll go up to the better ammo, but... Alright, other tanks, what are you guys going to do? AT rifle team moves, not enough to move another hex. I was spotted by the T-28. It attacks me with HE. Now keep in mind, my commander is crew exposed. But he just moved, so his chance of hitting me should be shit. And it is. Oh my god! But he rolled a 3.2! Oh my god! And it was 14 firepower. Holy fuck! Oh my god. And the only reason I want crew exposed is to increase my chances of moving to a hex. And he didn't. So the whole point was to pop up, all right, go. And the guy's like, huh? And he doesn't like shift fast. And we didn't get to get another hex. Oh my god. Well, I need some gum. Ah, fuck it. It's not here. I thought it was. You chewed your last piece of gum. Okay, Hoffmann, this is going to be ugly. Ugly. No penetration. I wasn't worried about that. I'm worried about you're sitting on a turret and you take an HE shell and there's explosion. It's the bits. It's not over yet though. Your crewman has been stunned by the impact. And it must have hit it right on the driver's compartment because it was the driver that's stunned. Cybert. Oh, it's not over yet. And Martinek, who's the assistant driver, so hit on the front plate. And the AAA moves. Resolving 14 firepower on you, but we already did that. Oh, I guess this is me. I suffer a grazing hit and I'm stunned. I guess I am Hoffmann. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to button everybody the fuck up. Button up. Can a stun driver drive? I know, I'm going to leave him on drive and see what happens. Pass ammo. Operate the gun. Direct fire. We're going to direct fire. $65%. Yeah, but is the stun affect that? And the only reason I want to get closer, he's got a lot of armor. He's got 8 armor, doesn't he? He's got 6 on the turret, 8 on the hull. God, that's nasty. He has twice as much armor as I have on the hull. I could get closer. Let's direct fire from here. Maybe he'll be stupid and fire HE again. I'm not. I'm fighting it. I'm firing the good stuff. And it's an acquired target. 50% chance. Now, if I hit him on the hull, I don't think it's going to penetrate. 8 seems like it's more armor than a T-34. Here we go. I hit him. Don't get another round. Penetrated. I hit in the turret front. So I hit where there was 6 armor. So, okay, let's remember. A 50 millimeter L42 with APCR at long range will penetrate 6 armor. Yeah, so the -6 on the armor. Yeah, score required 6, rolled 9.3. Yeah, okay. Wow, I got really lucky. It's not over yet. Know your weapon systems, folks. Still got to roll well, also. Rifle team's now redeployed. Well, we don't need you now. Okay, well, we got to chase these. What is this guy doing? He's still facing the wrong damn way? Well, the priority between these two is definitely an anti-tank gun. So we're going to direct fire with them. Operate the gun, reload, drive, pass ammo. Got it. Everything stays the same except we're going to pivot, pivot, pivot. And you know what? I'll try moving forward. Wow, I did it. I don't want to fire at that guy. There you go. And we want to fire HE. That's okay. This is a spotting round. Let's not break the fucking gun. Yes, I said it. I'm not superstitious. Man, I got a good roll too, 8.5. Didn't do it. Yeah, I don't care about that AA half track. It can't do shit to us. If you're buttoned up, they're machine gunning him. It's trying to dig in. Why would you dig in facing away from him? Okay, you do your own thing. You do you. Um, let's have him operate the machine gun. Reload, drive, pass ammo. I'm wondering if I shouldn't just move the one hex range. What's he? And he's in the brush. I specifically didn't move behind him because I didn't want to risk getting bogged down or some shit like that. We're going to rotate the turret. Okay, 5 firepower. Full effect. And the other tanks in my platoon do exactly the same thing I do. So I increase their chances of getting better hits by me being closer also. Destroyed. Enemy forces have captured a friendly held zone. Friendly forces have captured multiple zones. Okay, that was here. Now this is this other capture that we need to do. We're going to go A, and we're going to do a recon on A. In the hills, there's 10 strength. 2 support weapon team, and an aircraft gun. Now, we're going to go with advancing fire. Hopefully it's not one of those long 76s I encountered on like day 1 or 2. Let's request air support. Request artillery support and unit support. Proceed. Yeah. Fired 4 HE rounds. I encounter enemy resistance. All kinds of stuff. I like the fact that 2 of them are not visible to me. Okay, no air support. No artillery. No unit. Just us 3 tanks. I'm going to unbutton the commander. Operate gun, reload, drive, pass ammo. Enemy rifleman. Okay? So, we're going to pivot the hull. And we got all those guys facing. If they decide to move or anything, we're at least we're starting in that direction, starting in that facing. Not going to move forward. That would be suicide. That's a morale suicide. Okay. Movement phase is over with. we're going to rotate. We're going to select target. So that's this right here. Yep, that guy. I will give him a HE and missed. I was spotted by the rifleman. Yep, we're gonna get back in the hatch as soon as we can, like now. Okay, and we're going to direct fire. We're going to switch to operate the machine gun since we know it's infantry. Leave him on drive. Leave him on pass ammo. Okay. No movement. Select the target. Fire. Not too bad. No effect. Rifleman moves, but not far enough to enter a new hex. I wonder if he's trying to move next to me. I bet he is. Those other two units didn't move. So, which is odd, because I guarantee that one or both are visible from the other tanks. Okay. Command phase, are we doing anything different? No. We're not going to pivot. We are going to fire the coax machine gun again. Got some pretty good odds there. Full effect. 5 firepower. No effect. End the phase. No movement. Fire the machine gun. Full effect. 5 firepower. What are the other two tanks in my platoon doing? No effects. I'm rolling terrible. No change. No change. Fire. Full effect. 5 firepower. Reduced. Everybody's like dormant. Fire again. Full effect. 5 firepower. No effect. Good thing we have unlimited machine gun ammo. I mean, they carried a lot of ammunition on tanks, like machine gun ammo, a lot. But you could go through it. Uh, no change in command. No movement. Dialed in, yeah. Freaking kill him. Partial effect. 2 firepower. No effect. The hell, the other. Oh, this changed. Something here changed, and you can see. I'm put the commander on spot. Poke his head out. We want to see what the hell this is. I'm superstitious. No, I'm not. But I think if that's a vehicle, I want to operate the gun. Enemy medium mortar team. And he popped his head out. Okay, all of a sudden the mortar team's a lot more dangerous. So we're going to rotate. Shit. There we go. That's who we want to fire at. Yep, fire at the mortar team with a HE. I'd normally want to fire at the machine gun, but I was on gun. A firepower on the mortar team. Pinned him, okay? Rifleman's no longer pinned. Rifleman moves. He's moving away. Good. We're golden. Let's go ahead and move the commander to direct fire and button his ass up. No movement. We're going to fire. HE. Missed. You know, if this was another mortar team here, I'd just move forward. I'm not worried about the mortar teams at close range. if I'm buttoned up. Um, Nothing changes there. Fire at the target. Partial hit. And maintain rate of fire. Give him another. Kicked up dust. Yep. Partial hit. Maintain rate of fire. Give him another. Partial hit. 3 partial hits. That's 9 firepower. 45 millimeter anti-tank gun is what that other unit. 9 firepower is the only one that did anything to them. I destroyed them. Okay. 10 firepower on the infantry. Routed. Rifleman moves further away. Okay, you just have to worry. Is the 45 millimeters trying to dig in? All right. We're going to move the commander to direct movement. The gunner is going to operate the MG. The loader is going to reload, drive, and we'll leave him on pass ammo. And we're going to end the phase. We're going to pivot, and we're going to move forward. And no, we're out of range. We're banking on that AT gun we can get behind him. That's what happened last time. We're going to direct movement again. We're going to move forward. See, here I would like to move forward and then pivot. I can't do that. So, move forward. Perfect. And now we will rotate the turret. And we'll fire 5 firepower at the back of the AT gun that is in the hills. No effect. But the other tanks are joining in on the same thing. It's trying to dig in. Okay, still facing away from me. So we're still going to direct movement. We're still going to operate the machine gun. The only thing that we're going to do different is we're going to have this assistant driver operate the MG. We're going to close to point blank range. Okay? So we're going to pivot the hull that way, and we're going to move forward. I move forward, but not enough. Okay? Move the turret back. Fire on the move. Didn't get a hit, but maintain rate of fire. Let him have it again. Full effect. And the other tanks. 10 firepower on them. Destroyed. Okay. Completed the objective. Enemy forces captured a friendly held zone. All right, what do we got? 2 hours and... Can I come over here? What's this, a recon? I think I can zip over here and get the recon, and that's about as far as we're going to go. I don't think I have enough time to come over here and capture this. I really don't. It's going to take like 45 minutes for each one. That's... 2 of them is an hour and a half. I don't have enough time to get up there. But I can come over here and get this 4. So we're going to go D, and we're going to proceed. We're going to go D, and we're going to proceed. Boy, we're left in like a pocket. Mostly flat with few features. Let's go to the fields. Now we do advancing fire. I fucked up. I should have done support because I can go ahead and do the recon from this zone. I don't need to go in his zone. Encounter enemy resistance. Yeah. I'm 2 away. I'm going to go ahead and... let's unbutton everybody. Let's leave everybody on the spot. We need to hurry up and find out what these things are. We'll give him on drive, and yeah, he's not going to spot anybody. You can only see 1 hex in front of him. Let's see what happens. AT rifle, okay. Another AT rifle. A 76.2 millimeter anti-aircraft gun at medium range. Don't tell me he's in wooden something or another. What is he in? He's in brush, dug in. And it's the movement phase. And it's the one time I don't have anybody on a gun. It's the one time I don't have anybody on a gun. Now, the assistant driver is on an MG, but because I can't move and then pivot, I have to pivot first. There's no way I'm going to be able to get him in front of me in one turn. So I think what I need to do is I need to move forward. I was spotted by the gun. AT rifle team is trying to deploy. Okay, the 76 millimeter gun decides to fire at me. It misses. Everybody button up. Direct fire. It's dug in. Operate the gun. Reload. Come on, Martinek. We need you to pass ammo like your life depends on it. Because your life depends on it. That thing is a nasty fucking gun. No movement. We're going to fire at the gun. Okay, pretty good number. The problem is my HE burst isn't that big. Okay? I got a critical. It's not over yet. Okay? I got a fucking critical on the thing. I had a 3% chance of getting a critical. I rolled 0.6. Okay? So, fire again. I missed, but I got a rate of fire. Fire again. And I got a partial hit, and I got rate of fire. Fire again. I got a second critical on him. I don't give a fuck. We're still firing. Kill that thing. Oh, I can't. I ran out of, I ran out of rate of fire. So I got a partial and two criticals. He's fucked. Okay? Meanwhile, these guys are firing at low priority targets. Yeah. Bye-bye. Woo! Anti-tank rifle team trying to deploy. Okay. I don't feel like fighting fair. I'm going to destroy those anti-tank rifle teams at long range. Well, I can move the 2 hex range. Um, direct fire, operate gun, reload, drive. Got it. Okay. We're going to pivot the hull and we're going to move forward. Okay, and they're both blocked. Okay, so can't do anything with them. Not blocked from the other guys. 10 firepower from him. Routed him. Okay. He moves further away. Command phase. I'm going to attempt. I'll leave everything the same. I'm going to attempt to reposition within the hex. I want the highest chance of being able to reposition. Proceed. Because I just wanted to open up the line of sight to this guy that's not being routed. So we're going to select the other target, and we're going to fire a HE at him. And I missed. It attacks me with an anti-tank rifle. Missed. Actually had a higher chance of doing something to me than I would have thought. What's he in? Fields. fields. Let's operate the MG. Oh, I shouldn't fucking done that. That's only 0.5% chance. No effect. Come on, guys, nail them. 3 firepower. No effect. I gotta believe that it was so low because I switched targets. No, I should have. Why is it so damn low? He's in the frickin' fields. Like, zippity doo dah. Maintain rate of fire. Let's let him have it again. No effect. Come on, guys. 2 firepower. Destroyed. Oh, thank goodness. All right, this guy's trying to run away. Um, yeah. Move forward. Not within range. Moves further away. And moves off the board. Okay, now we can go E. We can do a recon there. And I get the points for that. And I have like 20 something minutes. What's here? A truck? No. We're not going in there for one fucking victory point. We're going to wait. Yep. Friendly forces captured. And looks like our Panzer group have decided to get cut off here. And 15 more minutes of waiting again. Oh, it was fortified? Maybe they were dug in. Combat days ended. There we go. 174 points. A T-28, a 226. Man, that anti-aircraft gun was just... Man, that was nasty. That was really nasty. And the armored T-28, too. Man, I got really lucky. It's all that experience that I got in fighting France, right? And only the commander got an upgrade on it. Okay. Well, he was, I think, the only one that didn't get it last time. If we go to him, what new skills does he already have? Experienced driver MG, gun spotter. Greatly increases direct fire action when a crewmate is attacking with a gun. Driver direction. What about explorer? Greater chance of finding a crossing point on a river. No. Man, I feel like I think driver direction is more important than spotting the gun. Yeah. Okay. Capturing Smolensk, July 14th. You up for another one, Hoffman? Or you're not going to be around for the whole thing? You get to decide whether I do another one. Hoffman gets to decide if Hoffman plays another one. Looks like air support is 50, 60, 70%. Kind of nice that you can save in the middle at any point, you know. I'll probably be going to bed soon. Okay, then we're going to wrap this one up, and this is where we'll pick up. All right, so we are 9 days in of 42. And I'll be surprised if he makes it. I'll be surprised. I mean, we've been having to do some really insane stuff, and it's I think it's going to get even crazier. So we're going to go to escape, and we're going to queue and save, and oh look, it's a Hungarian T-38, which is a Czech 38 in Hungarian service. All right, folks.